So this is pretty much the start. So as I was saying, there's pathways all across the country, and the arrangement is people just have to be respectful of the farmers' land and follow the instructions as they walk across or around the field or wherever you're directed, really. And it's quite amazing that we can do that. So I'm just going to keep the camera in front here and turn and maybe enable you to see some of the sights I'm seeing, which might be interesting to you. So at the moment this is all up, it's all uphill, and a steady climb. Horsey fields here, and you can see all that gravel in front of us, and that just keeps going up and up and up. There's a few of these paths around here, two particular ones further to my left, which is east actually, and they go right into the road, or end up by the road, I should say. And because a few weeks back we had some pretty heavy torrential rains, flooding waters across the country, some of the waters were so strong that the paths on the other side, with all these stones on them, it washed loads and loads of it onto the road. Big mess. Someone will pick it all up, I suppose, and put it all back. Glad it's not me, though. All right. Horses. Might bump into a few animals around here. All pretty friendly though. I was going to point out there's a little entrance to, I think, rabbits perhaps live around here. This is a very typical path in this area. Public footpath as they're designated. I just thought you guys might enjoy a nice little walk in the country, and I'm pleased for you to come with me. And some other really wild animals. Yeah, there we go. These sheep, and you can see the little guys on the left. Perhaps lambs, lambing season here. Gotta remember to keep the camera up. Also, one of the videos I made, by the time I finished, I didn't realize something wasn't too tight on the thing that held the camera, and then it ended up pointing down, so you were just looking at the path actually. I didn't think that would be particularly satisfactory. And there we go. If you're going to do it properly, hey? Come and do it again. Oh, it's a nice open space. Yes, some amazing bird sounds too. And every now and again you can hear a pheasant or see them, or they get the jitters and fly off with a heavy thump of their wings. Can give you a bit of a startle if you're not expecting it. They bring horses up here as well. It's difficult enough on 2 feet. I guess they are 4-wheel drive, aren't they? So wow, look at that. See the valleys in the distance? Unfortunately, it's a bit hazy, and because there's one place we can see Wiltshire from here. Now this is called a sty, and these designate the public footpaths and the public right-of way, which the farmer has to adhere to, bless him. And look over there, that's the magic tree. So yeah, clear footpath here. You're certainly not allowed to go over the field or through the crop, so you have to be respectful and use the areas that the farmer allows you to do. And if you do that, it causes and keeps harmony, keeps everyone happy. I'm not sure what they're growing here. It looks, could be corn, or barley. To be honest, I absolutely have no idea. Looks like tall grass to me. Alright, I just wanted to show if there's any kids watching here. If you can see these big green leaves, have you, or you come to England and you've never been here before, you can see amongst those leaves are those little prickly things. These are called stinging nettles, and they're not particularly great. And over there you have these big green leaves called dock leaves, and the reason they're called dock leaves is because if you sit down or what have you and unfortunately get stung by them on your hand, etc., then you wad up a load of dock leaves and you rub it on the point that you've been stung, and it significantly alleviates the pain. Oh, there goes a, if you could see that, you can barely see it. That was a pheasant that just jumped up then, and it didn't make a squawk and make loads of beating wing noises. So again, it's unfortunate that it's hazy all across there, but at about where my fingertip is, there, that's Wiltshire. It goes along there. And about there is the White Horse, which is in the top part of the hill. The White Horse, a huge white horse carved out into the ground and the mud at an angle, so you can see it sideways. And there's chalk underneath that ground, so you can see it for miles. So, gosh, I don't know how many miles that is from here. Probably an hour and a half, 2 hours in the car, so quite a way. And that's England. So we're in a place called Gloucester right now, which is sort of Wales-ish, on the border thereof. And this is part of the Forest of Dean, and it just keeps going. And where we are is part of what's called the Wye Valley. So you can see those trees and woods over there, well, coming down here, and as this goes down, that becomes part of the Wye Valley, and you follow that river all the way up there, and it gets to be pretty amazing to see the sights and the vistas and views from that area. It's quite fantastic to see, with the river snaking around and meandering. I guess it's going in that direction towards the River Severn. And here we come to the magic tree. And so, beyond the magic tree, here we go, just look at that vista right there. It's incredibly quiet too. Quiet, well, apart from me babbling on. And you can hear in the distance maybe one or two jets in the air. And in the far distance there's a road there, so you can hear a car or two. But otherwise it's really beautifully quiet. Sound of sheep, sound of horses, and just pheasants flying, little dragonflies popping about, all manner of birds. And if you're familiar with house martins, a bit like swallows, they're already on the return. Have some of those on the underside of the roof at our rental property. We're just going to come into a farm now, and so what I'm going to do is turn the camera off, walk through there respectfully, and get to the other side and switch it back on. And what we're going to do is we're going to go down here, through there, up through the woods, that bit, go all the way right over, following that telegraph pole wire, electric wires, way over there. Okay, see you in a second. Oh, I've just seen one of these, so if you guys know what that is, that's really quite low in the grass. It's not very high up. It's part of the dandelions, which are these things, and it's the seed for the dandelions, so they're really ready to go because they just came off. But what we did as kids is we blew them off, and there's a nice breeze here, so if I just shake it about,